What is up, you guys? Welcome to a new episode of Stay to the Credits podcast. My name is JP.
I'm Sebastian.
Hey, guys. So today we're going to talk about the second installment of Tom Holland's Far From Home, Spider-Man Far From Home. This movie is in preparation for the new No Way Home movie,
Mm-hmm.
the second of the trilogy. We are so ready for the movie. We cannot wait. We only a couple more days, guys.
Mm-hmm.
You're holding on with us. And you guys know we love Spider-Man here, and we are so excited to see this new movie. But before that, we have to watch the movie before. So, Sebastian, what did you think about this movie? Rewatching it.
When I first saw it, I thought it was really good. I was like, this is my new favorite. This is my new second or third favorite Spider-Man movie.
Really?
Uh, yeah, that was back then.
Mhm.
But now, after rewatching the other Spider-Man movies, I'm like, it's just okay. Like, it's not a bad movie at all, but I don't think it's a good MCU movie. I don't know if it's necessarily a good Spider-Man movie. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah, I know what you mean. I know what you
it.
mean. I have the same feeling.
Mm,
It definitely is a really enjoyable movie
mhm.
because obviously, like rewatching Homecoming and then rewatching this, like obviously, yeah, I had a good time. I laughed a lot. John Watts definitely knows, or like he understands more how to do more teen movies, I think, or like movies with teens, not teen movies. Uh like in comparison to like Mark Webb with Andrews and like with Sam Raimi with Toby. But I feel like Tom John Watts really does it, really gets the feel of like the high school thing,
Yeah.
even though they're not really in the high school. They're in the Homecoming, they went to Washington, and then this one they're in Europe. But
Yeah.
still, it's still like it works pretty well, like the high school feel, and
Yeah.
does that really, really good. I mean, it definitely helps. Zendaya, Jacob, and Tom, like they do a really great job. Their chemistry in these movies are is just impeccable.
Yeah, I think they're pretty good. And like you said, like the high school stuff, that's probably one of my favorite things about the Spider-Man like MCU movies, just the drama. Like I liked Tom crushing on Liz Allen in the first one. I like Tom crushing on Zendaya in this one and then getting, bad luck wherever he goes. I feel like that's pretty
It's very
accurate.
Spider-Man y,
Yeah, very
the bad
accurate
luck.
to his character. Yeah, for sure. The bad luck. Um, but as far as everything else goes, I like Mysterio and I like Tom Suit, and I'm like, that's pretty much it.
Yeah, this version of Tom suit, the black and red, I've mentioned it before. It's also one of my favorite suits. I do still love the blue and red more,
Mm-hmm.
but black and red is just a combination of colors that I'll always love. I mean, if you're watching my YouTube, our YouTube channel,
Our
you'll see
mics.
that my chair is black and red, my mic is black and red,
Mm-hmm.
and like I have a lot of things that are black and red. I just love the combination.
Yeah.
And I mean, even in putting that on a Spider-Man suit, now that's just even better. I know
Mm-hmm.
there's already versions of Spider-Man suits. I can't remember. Isn't I think it's a Scarlet Spider, isn't it? No, it's not Scarlet.
Yeah.
It's a Crimson. It's the Crimson Spider, isn't it? I
No,
think.
it's Scarlet Spider. But there's like two Scarlet Spiders. So one of them is like the one that we talked about last time with the hoodie, and
Yeah.
the other one is the black and red one.
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah. You see, so those versions of the suits like are awesome, and I mean also the combination with Miles Morales'
Yeah,
suit is
Miles
also black and
Morales'
red.
suit. Yeah.
So black and red in Spidey is always going to be great.
Yes. Yes.
I mean, for even though I mean it is like he made it with like the Iron Man tech and everything, it's still a great
It's
looking suit.
it's
So
cool, but yeah, that was what I was gonna say. That in this movie, it kind of really feels like that comparison that people make, where they call him like Iron Boy Junior. Like
mhm.
it really feels like it came from this movie more so than Homecoming, because
Yeah,
everyone in the movie is asking Peter Parker, or more so Spider Man, like if he's gonna be the new Iron Man, if he's gonna lead the Avengers, stuff like that. And I guess that's like the main theme is that Spider-Man should be himself and not try to be Iron Man. But I don't know. At the end of the movie, he still kind of suits up like Iron Man.
Yeah.
So
It's like if John Watts, or not necessarily John Watts, but it's like if they saw the Iron Boy comments online and they were like, you know what, let's prove him wrong, but it didn't work.
yeah, I feel like that. Yeah, like because towards the end of the movie, it's like Happy is having a conversation with Peter, and he's like, I don't even think Tony could live up to Tony or whatever,
Yeah.
right? But then Tom is like building the suit like Tony. He's listening to AC/DC like Tony. Like Happy's like, no one can be like Tony, dude. And then he plays music that reminds him of Tony. So it's like,
Mhm.
what are you trying to do? What like
Yeah, I mean, the comparisons are there, and you're always gonna see them.
mhm.
I mean, especially because I mean, Iron Man is the one that practically brought him into the story,
Yeah.
so
That's
it's always gonna be there.
yeah.
And they're like Iron Man, no doubt, is gonna be mentioned still in No Way Home.
Yeah. I hope he gets mentioned way less though. Like I hope he's just like, yeah, like he's
Yeah, for
dead, dude.
sure. I
Like
mean, it's been a couple years. That's probably gonna be a lot less, but I mean, we have seen in the trailer for already. I mean, they shouldn't have shown it, but whatever. I mean, Sony does, you do whatever you want. But we already saw in the trailer that Doc Ock gets Iron
the,
Man tech
the
with
man
in his tentacle arms
and
because uh
Electro. I don't know if you've
yeah,
seen the
yeah,
pictures of
yeah.
Electro. He has an arc reactor.
Yeah, I saw that. There's a theory. I mean, I don't know if you've seen it, but like he is blue when he comes into the MCU, but with the Stark thing, that's how he like regulates it to make him
And
look normal.
yeah, I
Something
heard
like that.
something like that. I think that would be pretty cool, but I'm tired of seeing like these villains have so much.
Everything connected to Iron
So
Man.
yeah, I mean, it worked in the. I think it worked in Homecoming. I like the way it was in Homecoming more than
Hmm.
in this movie with Mysterio. Which spoilers at the beginning, Mysterio is a good guy. But it
I
turns out it's
mean,
all fake.
this movie came out
Yeah,
uh 2 years ago, so
yeah.
it's not really a spoiler.
It's not really spoiler, but just in case you wanted to see that movie and didn't know Mysterio was a bad guy. Um, but he is connected to Tony Stark in this, and so is his like whole team, his whole entourage.
Yeah.
I like it, but at the same time, I don't know. I like the way it was done in Homecoming more. I preferred the more grounded aspect more so than the
Yeah. I feel like I don't know why, but they just want to keep connecting it to Iron Man. I don't feel like it was necessary though. But I mean, I guess whatever helps the story, because like a lot of people have complained that the villains, well, especially like in these two movies, uh, they're kind of like not, uh, they're not like real villains of Spider-Man. They're just like villains of Iron Man, but they're just fighting Spider-Man. You get
yeah.
me?
It's more so like they want to get back at Iron Man.
Yeah.
And then Spider-Man is like, hey, don't do that. And then that makes him, like target Spider-Man.
Yeah,
Which
exactly.
I mean, it could work, like
It could work. It
in a
could.
lot of the comics, like Spider-Man doesn't directly know his villains, right? He just kind of like reacts to them and fights them, and then they become villains from there. Like Spider-Man was a Kingpin villain, or I mean, Kingpin was a Spider-Man villain. But then Kingpin, he has stuff to do with Daredevil, so it's kind of like that. Um, but I mean, it's just different because in the Raimi movies, Spider-Man is connected to the villains, right? Like Peter knows Norman, he knows Doctor Octavius, he knows Eddie Brock. Like it just makes it more personal when the villain ties directly to your hero. Uh, in this, it's a little bit different, but I think the villains are still pretty good. Like I still really like Mysterio. I still really like what's
Oh
his
yeah,
name,
I mean they
Vulture.
definitely do have good writing for the villains,
Hmm.
even though it's connected to Iron Man. They do have like a good development,
Yeah,
uh, and it's definitely also the actor. I mean, first it was Michael Keaton, and now it's Jake Gyllenhaal.
for
They do
sure,
great performances as a
for
villain.
sure.
I never really had seen Jake Gyllenhaal as a villain role, but I that also because I haven't seen that many Jake Gyllenhaal movies.
Hmm.
But because I hadn't seen him as a villain, I think he did a really great job.
No, yeah, he's really good at like switching sides. Like he's really good at like making you trust him. Like he kind of like hams it up, but it like it's inviting, and then he's really good at like flipping it over and just acting crazy. Like towards the end of the movie, like when he's dying, um, the way he tells Peter like I forget what he said because I saw the movie like 2 days ago, 3 days ago maybe, but he says something right before he's like on the ground. He says something, but I forgot like what it was, but he said it in such a
It's I think I remember. I think it's about people will believe anything these days.
oh yeah,
Something like
people
that.
people believe anything these days, but he said it in like such a like cheesy like villain dying kind of way that was like really good. I really like Jake Gyllenhaal in this. I think the villains are my favorite part of the MCU Spider-Man movies.
Yeah.
Like besides Tom Holland, like my favorite thing are the villains.
Yeah. I mean, we did talk about it in Homecoming episode that MCU did have a lot of problems with like bad villains, and they kind of still do with like the most
Mhm.
recent movies. Not
Yeah.
Shang-Chi. Shang-Chi was great,
Yeah.
but like in recent movies, they still have had some problems. But yeah, no, like
Uh,
Spider-Man, they've done a great
yeah,
job.
when I think of like top MCU villains, I'm like the Spidey ones, Loki, uh, Killmonger,
Yeah.
Wenwu, and obviously Loki and Thanos.
Yeah,
But
of
other
course.
than that, dude, like I can't name you any other villains that are like memorable in the MCU.
True. True, true. I mean,
Um,
yeah, I mean they've been getting better, but I mean
but
it's
they still fumble every now and then.
yeah, they fumble the bag.
Yeah.
Okay, so now that we're gonna talk about the movie, before that, I'm just gonna mention the movie is at a 90% on Rotten Tomatoes,
Yeah.
so it is pretty good rating.
Yeah.
I think it went down from Homecoming. I think Homecoming, I don't remember. I think it was like a 92. I'm not
Yeah.
totally sure.
Yeah. It was 92.
Yeah, so only 2 points, not that bad. But I mean, I can see it because I'll say it right now. Personally, I think Homecoming is a little bit better than
Yeah.
Far From Home, but both still great movies. I'm not gonna hate on it because it is a great movie still.
I agree. I prefer Homecoming.
Well,
Um,
what do you want to
what was I gonna say? Oh
tell what
yeah,
the story's about?
most MCU movies on Rotten Tomatoes are like a good 90-80%. So you can enjoy all of them. The only bad one is like Eternals. That's the only one that had like a 60 or like
I
a 40. I don't even remember what it
I'm
had.
actually curious on what it is right now because it has been a while. It's been a month since it came out. So
Feels like it's been
it
10
turned.
years.
Oh damn! Eternals has gone down to a 47%.
Cool. I forgot what I gave it. I think I gave it like a 4 out of 10.
Yeah, I think you gave it a 4. I gave it like a 5, I think. I don't
Cool.
remember.
Fuck you, Eternals.
Jeez. Okay, yeah. Sebastian always chooses violence when he wakes up.
uh, yeah, mainly towards movies I don't like. Um, so this movie, No Way Home, no, Far From Home.
No way home.
I'm
We're
getting
not there yet,
confused. I'm
buddy.
getting confused with the titles. This did have different writers from the first movie, so maybe
Really?
that's why they chose not to do like the high school thing. They're doing like a field trip. They're doing like, um, I guess they try to make something more close to like Infinity War and Endgame because this movie's in a much larger scale. Like Peter is on vacation with his friends and he's fighting like these big ass um elementals.
They made us think they were
They
elementals.
made us think they're elementals, but everyone who saw the trailer and saw Mysterio was like, yeah, no, this guy's a bad guy. This guy's a
Yeah. I mean, for people that don't know the comics, uh, Mysterio has always been a bad guy, and he's the master of illusions. And like it says like I just said, like in Master of Illusions, this whole thing is gonna be fake. And in the trailers, and even in the promotion of the movie, I remember Jake Gyllenhaal and Tom Holland would be like, "No, we're best friends in the movie." Like they just played it off like that,
yeah.
and I guess it worked out. But for people that know the comments are like, "No, this is bullshit."
Yeah. Cause like why would you make a what threw me off when I first saw like the trailers and the promotions was like, why would you make the elementals like the main supervillain in your Spider-Man movie?
Mhm.
because other than like the Molten Man, I don't think anybody else that has gotten like good like representation and like or like good adaptations and like anything. Um, so yeah,
Yeah.
really happy they went with Mysterio and not the fucking big fire dude.
Yeah, I mean, it would have been weird if it was just like all about the elementals
Yeah,
and like they actually made Mysterio a
a
good
good
guy.
guy. Yeah,
But I'm glad they didn't go that route and like they actually went the way that it's supposed to with Mysterio being evil.
yeah. And
And
I did
I'm
want to
actually
say,
glad.
uh,
I was gonna say that I'm actually glad that Jake Gyllenhaal did a great job with
yeah,
it.
Jake Gyllenhaal is good. For those of you that might have forgotten or don't remember this fun fact, he almost played Spider-Man in Spider-Man 2. He almost
Yes,
replaced Tobey Maguire. So it's really cool to see him, you know,
get back into the world of
get back into
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man, but as a villain. You know what's one thing? Oh, dude, you know what's cool? You know what's cool? You know what's cool? What if, okay, Jake Gyllenhaal comes back for No Way Home, but he's Spider-Man. Spider-Man.
What the
Okay.
hell?
But he's not really Jake Gyllenhaal, or he's not really Mysterio. He's the chameleon. And the chameleon is disguising himself as Mysterio, disguising himself as another Peter Parker. That'd be crazy. I think.
It's a villainception there.
Yeah. And then that sets up whatever the sequel for No Way Home is, because the chameleon and what's his face, Craven, they're brothers, right? They're half brothers in the comics, so you can set up
I
the
didn't know
next
that.
movie that way.
I didn't. I mean, now that you're mentioning, Craven, I know that in the promotion right now for No Way Home, they someone asked Tom Holland uh if it wasn't gonna be the Sinister Six or like Sinister Five, whatever, it doesn't matter
Mhm.
right now. If it weren't gonna be them, what idea was it going to be for the third movie? And Tom Holland said Craven. So,
Mm.
but he said, but I can't talk about it because I don't know if they still want to do that. And I remember, I don't know if you remember, especially when we saw the movie, uh, we were like, what will be the third movie? And we both said Craven.
Yeah,
And
it makes sense.
yeah, it made sense, the Craven's Last Hunt
Mm.
or something like, I forgot the name of the title. Craven's
Yeah,
Hunt for Spider-Man. It's the only movie, the only villain that made sense. Obviously, now they went a completely different route, but I'm
yeah.
totally for it.
And one thing I do want to mention, one of the characters in this movie, um, his name is Dimitri.
Yes.
He is the chameleon, or at least I think he's supposed to be, because that's the chameleon's like name.
Mm-hmm.
And this guy, I mean, he works for Mysterio. The chameleon and Mysterio, they team up all the time. But I mean, there's another connection right there, with Craven.
In this movie, he doesn't work with Mysterio. He works
Is
with Fury.
no, but he's a bad guy.
He didn't do anything bad though.
But he is a bad guy.
No, I
Like
mean, he might be in the comics, but like
no,
he
like he was working with Mysterio. He was like he was a double agent for Shield, wasn't he?
in this movie, Far From
Yeah,
Home.
yeah.
What movie did you see, bro?
Like he doesn't do shit, but I mean, isn't he a bad guy?
Exactly. He
Was
doesn't do shit. He doesn't do anything bad. He was
but
helping Fury.
no, but he was with the other. He was like with the group of people. No,
I'm confused. I'm honestly confused.
I thought this motherfucker was a bad guy.
No, he didn't do anything bad the whole movie. All he did was take Peter and like the class like on around Europe. He didn't do anything bad.
Bro, I remember him being a bad guy.
So Sebastian watched a totally different Spider-Man movie.
Yeah, I watched a good Spider-Man movie, not this one.
I'm so confused. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it says he worked alongside Mysterio.
I'm so confused because I don't remember that. And I just saw the movie like two days ago also. Like he might have been working with him, but I honestly don't remember him doing anything bad. And he was never in the same scene as Mysterio either.
Oh, then I guess not. I guess maybe he's just like. I guess he didn't get revealed yet to be a bad guy.
Maybe. Or maybe it was in the works, but they cut it.
Maybe that's probably what I probably just like since I assumed like or like since I know he's a chameleon, I probably just assumed, oh yeah, he's totally a bad guy. But
Yeah,
my
probably.
bad, people.
I mean, he could still be the bad guy in the new movies. We never know. There's a lot of things that they've set up that they haven't like
Yeah, dude. That's the one thing also
completed.
about these MCU Spider-Man movies. They set up so much stuff, like the Tinker, the Shocker was supposed to have a cool suit. Um, the Scorpion, which I completely forgot about.
Yeah,
Again, the Prowler, Donald Glover.
yeah,
This
Prowler.
movie, the Chameleon, Craven, whatever else, and then they were like, "Nah, fuck it, we're just gonna do multiverse stuff."
Yeah,
Which I mean, I'm down for multiverse stuff, but
of course. I mean, seeing these iconic villains back,
yeah,
it's something. It's this movie definitely has a potential to be as big as Endgame. Definitely, no, without a doubt.
I think it might disappoint a little bit,
Maybe,
just because of the
but
amount of
just because
hype.
of the box office, it
Oh
definitely can have the
yeah,
potential.
no, it's gonna make a shit ton of money.
Yeah, I mean, I
It
remember I
probably has
saw.
already made shit ton of money because
Yeah,
a bunch of theaters were sold out already. So
yeah, for our friend group that we're gonna go see No Way Home, I was the one that had to stay up till fucking 2 in the morning to buy
yeah,
those tickets.
yeah.
And that was such a struggle because I accidentally bought 15 tickets.
How do you how did you find 15?
It was a whole deal because I had it open on my iPad, on my computer, on my phone, and on my computer it told me it didn't go through, but it did. And then on my phone I clicked the wrong seats. So yeah, so I had to buy 15 in total, but obviously I got 10 in return. So people actually got to buy those tickets.
Cool.
Yeah,
Good
but I
job,
could have
10
brought 15
people.
people. Look, I could have done the evil thing if I can resold those tickets for more money,
Hmm.
but obviously no, we're not gonna do that. So
Yet.
no. God, no. Okay. No, we let's talk about the story, okay?
Um
What actually went down in the story?
Spider-Man, he's like, I want to be I'm on vacation, I can't be Spider-Man. So he's the night monkey. He works with Shield. At first he doesn't want to work with Shield. Uh which is cool because I think he does that in the Ultimate Spider-Man comics. Like he doesn't really want to work with Shield. But he ends up working with Shield because and also Shield. What a bunch of dummies, dude! What a bunch of idiots that they got tricked by Mysterio into thinking that he's from a parallel Earth.
Yeah. But but
I
then
mean,
again, it's not Fury.
I guess it's not actually Nick Fury. So,
Yeah. I mean, spoiler. I mean, we had
spoiler, guys. Spoiler.
yeah, it's spoiler. Yeah, it's not Fury.
It's Talos.
It's Talos from, if you remember, from Captain Marvel, also a mid movie.
Yo, who even remembers that movie? That's like, you know what that movie reminds me of? That movie reminds me of like Green Lantern
I could see that. I could see a comparison.
because they're both pilots. They both have flight powers and like beam powers
Yeah,
thingies.
I could see it. I hadn't thought of that comparison, but that actually makes
They
sense.
both interact with aliens.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Wow.
But yeah, Captain Marvel sucks. But there is scrolls in that movie, and one of the scrolls that's a main character in that movie, he's impersonating Nick Fury, and maybe he's been impersonating Nick Fury throughout most of the MCU.
Yeah, people ever
Because
since that movie, they still haven't explained
yeah, but
like anything else about the scrolls.
I saw a TikTok theory that was saying that he's that in what's the name of the movie? Winter Soldier, Nick Fury gets like bodied and he's like in the hospital. And people are saying that since that movie at the end he shows up and he's fine even though he has like a broken back or spine or whatever, that was when the scroll
Yeah,
first
because he
like
showed up at the funeral, right?
oh,
Something like that.
yeah,
Like because it was good. It was like he had like his own funeral, Nick Fury, but obviously he's not dead
oh yeah.
because he comes out of nowhere. And yeah, I mean, I saw that theory too,
Mhm.
and like I'm like not sure. I mean, some people say that he did go to Tony's funeral, but then after that, like it was
This
Talos.
yeah, who knows? I mean, they haven't said stuff.
Yeah, they still haven't explained it.
Maybe they're gonna explain it in Secret Invasion. Um,
Probably.
which
Even in
I
No Way Home, maybe they say something else.
yeah, which is so weird that they're doing Secret Invasion because technically the scrolls are good in this universe. Like
Some of them, I think.
they're not
I don't
bad
think all of
guys.
them. I don't know. It's kind of confusing
Yeah,
because
man.
like they still haven't explained it. It's been 2 years
Yeah.
and no hints of anything. And it kind of bothers me that they've set this up. It's also the thing
Hmm.
with the villains that they've set this up, but nothing. They haven't said
Yeah.
anything.
I don't know. I feel
Because
like
like you would expect like maybe in like a credit scene from this movie or that
mhm.
movie that like maybe continue that arc like a minute, literally just a minute, but
Yeah.
nothing. They haven't said anything.
Who knows, man? I feel like they were like, oh yeah, we have all these ideas, but then they were like, yo, you know what? We should do the multiverse, and we should do like, let's buy Fox. Let's have a deal with Sony. Let's just fucking do everything.
Let's
So I
buy
feel,
Fox and then put Quicksilver in WandaVision,
but
but
let's name him Boner. Let's give him a fucking name like Boner, dude.
God damn. I'm never gonna forgive him for that.
The writer for WandaVision was like, hey Kevin, do you like this name? His name is Ralph Boner, and Kevin was like, Boner, dude, yeah.
Kevin
Like,
Feige was laughing his ass off for
yeah, dude.
days. Like the writer was just like, this is not even funny anymore. And then you just hear
Yeah,
Kevin
yeah.
laughing in the background still.
Like every time they were at a meeting and the meeting would end, like Kevin Feige would be like, "Dude, boner, that's funny."
Oh my god, dude. I just hope it's not like that.
And
I know
then
it.
and then when Amy and Kevin were talking about No Way Home, um, they were like, "Oh, dude, Toby Maguire should come back. He should be bent over." Uh, Hugh Janus, something like
I need a peep.
Anita Peepee,
Genitals.
genitals.
This all has
Yeah.
to be censored. We can't. This whole conversation has to be censored.
What do you mean? It's just her name, Jenna,
Tolls.
Jenna. Then her last name is Tolls, Tolls. That's not.
Yeah,
It's
innocent. It's all
that's
innocent.
not a swear. Also, it's not. You can say genitals like the regular word.
No, dude, but fucking for
It's not like
TikTok.
I'm saying cock and balls.
Oh god, we need to stop.
Yeah.
Hey,
Uh,
let's go back. Let's go back to the movie, please.
the teachers in this movie are funny. I like Martin
They're
Starr
so funny. I love
and JB
Martin
Smooth.
Starr. Yeah, they're so funny in this movie. They're like some of my favorite like scenes in this movie are with them,
Dude,
especially when like
Martin
he's
Starr was a loser. Like he loses his camera, his wife. Uh,
you feel so bad for him, but it's so funny. I'm
yeah,
sorry.
it's
And
funny though. He plays
Jamie
like a really
Smooth,
good like
yeah,
whatever.
yeah. The Jamie Smooth being he says like it's witches.
It's witches.
That
But
whole
it's
thing
so
was
funny
so
because
funny.
you're like me being a man of science. I think it's witches.
Yeah, it was really funny. I remember it's like funnier when because I rewatched it with my girlfriend again, and we have also this other inside joke about like because she's also into like mermaids,
Mm-hmm.
and no, we've talked about it before, but it's like when you were little, you would like
Sirenas reales.
yeah, when we were little, we would fucking like put on YouTube like Sirenas Reales, which means mermaids real.
Like real mermaids caught on tape,
Yeah.
basically.
Or also there was also videos with like witches. So it just thought it was so funny.
That's big in like Mexican households, like
Yeah.
duendes and brujas and whatever else capturadas en video.
Yeah.
Because they would show videos like that on TV all the time, like on Canal Azteca or whatever it's called.
Yeah. I mean, for those you don't know,
To
yeah.
those of you that know of that stuff.
Yeah,
But yeah, but yeah,
it was just funnier for us because of our culture.
yeah.
But I mean, also that we see also what's his name? Flash Thompson. He's like now the biggest fan of Spider-Man.
Yeah, he's like a little bitch. But it's kind of funny when he's like, I like Spider-Man. He sticks out for the little people. He teaches me how to be a better person. And then immediately after that, he sees Peter Parker and he's like, "What's up, dickwad?" I thought you drowned. He says that.
Yeah.
Which also, dude, like these teachers are kind of like bad teachers. Like everyone, like Peter goes and does his own stuff, his own superhero stuff, and like no supervision, right? Like I don't know what they're doing, but any one of those children could have died, and and the teachers would probably not be able to do anything.
Yeah, I remember Mr. Harrington was so relieved when he saw Peter. He's like, "Oh, Peter,
Yeah,
you're not dead."
yeah.
Oh, he's like shitting his pants
Oh,
because of like imagine like being his teacher in that situation.
mhm. That reminds me. In the first movie, Harrington, after the Washington Monument incident, he says like, I can't, I oh
Can't
like
lose another
he's like,
kid.
yeah,
Not again.
I can't lose another student on a field trip, not again.
I just want to know what actually went down there.
Yeah, man, I want to know.
And now that we're talking about the teachers, also,
It was
I
Harry.
just remembered what
No,
Mr.
no,
Harrington
I
went.
was gonna say it was Harry Osborn. Harry Osborn died in.
Imagine if they actually did that. That'd be crazy. Also, two things that I'm going to mention now. That first thing, because you just said it, that they said that Tom Holland said that he wants Timothy Chalamet to play Harry Osborn in
Yeah,
his
he
universe.
looks kind of goblin-y. Yeah.
Yeah, I could see it, but then I saw a picture on Twitter where they gave him waves. It's so fucking funny. It doesn't fit his head at all, and it's so funny.
We'll look it up now.
Yeah, if you have Twitter, look this up right now. Just look up
Waves.
Timothy Chalamet as Harry Osborn. Yeah, it's so funny, and
Oh, I see.
like when I edit the video, like I'll probably put it
I
like
found it.
here. Yeah, it's so funny, but also besides that, there's
Uh,
a what?
no, I don't know. Like I was gonna say, it's comic accurate, but I don't want to see it from
Yeah,
Timothy
no,
Chalamet.
it definitely does not work.
Yeah.
I mean, with that hair, no, at least.
You know, now that we're talking about Harry Osborn and Norman Osborn, if they do introduce them into like the main MCU, because I know that we have Norman from what's his face, like from the Raimi verse, but
Yeah.
if they added a new Norman, who would you want to see as Norman and Harry? Who do you think are good picks?
Uh, as Norman, I'm not really sure. I mean, Harry, I'm actually down for it to be Timothy Chalamet. I'm not that uh opposed to the idea, but we did
Yeah,
mention before that he would be like a cool Nightcrawler, I
yeah,
think.
yeah. We did say
So
he'd be a cool Nightcrawler.
it's either him or it's either for Harry or for Nightcrawler. I would be super down to see Timothy. Um, for Harry, I mean, for Norman, I'm not really sure. There's really no one that could like match
The
uh
crazy.
yeah the crazy Willem Dafoe, dude. Because Willem Dafoe he just has that insane look like naturally.
Mhm.
And I don't think
Yeah.
anyone could match that energy. I mean, is there anyone that you thought?
No, I mean nothing comes to mind, but I remember like people wanted like Matthew McConaughey to be.
Oh yeah, I've seen that. I've seen that fan cast. I've seen that
Yeah,
fan cast. Norman Osborn.
I know. People had also said like Bryan Cranston could be a really cool Norman Osborn.
Yeah, I feel like
Uh,
Bryan Cranston could do a good villain, but I don't know about
Norman.
Norman.
Yeah.
I just googled right now for fan cast, and there is two that I am actually not. I mean, I actually would think would be cool. Uh, what's his name? Gary Oldman as
Oh,
one,
Gary Oldman.
but I feel like he's a little too old.
Maybe. Yeah.
I also see Kristen Bale.
Christian Bale.
Yeah,
Ooh,
Christian Bale,
that'd be
and then there's
interesting.
also that Matthew McConaughey, which
Well,
they could all work.
you know what's interesting is that in these movies, the villains are either um former actors that played former heroes or were going to play former heroes. So I think it'd be interesting if they kept that going
Yeah.
and got actors that were like either previous superheroes or almost played superheroes. I think that'd
Yeah.
be pretty good.
But the fan cast of Matthew McConaughey and Timothy, like them as
I
father
think
and
that one's
son
real. I
works.
think that's really good. Yeah, especially I saw this one
Yeah.
picture where they have like very similar hair. I think that one could work out really well.
Yeah, I could definitely see that. It definitely works out.
Mhm.
I mean, since it is multiverse, like yeah, they could have Norman from Sam Raimi's universe, but then they could have another one for the
Yeah,
MCU.
I mean, yeah, for
I
sure.
mean, now that the multiverse is open, the possibilities are
Yeah.
endless. They
What
could
if
have afters for everyone.
what if Peter goes to college and after he knows about like all this multiverse stuff, he gets a roommate and he's like, and it's Harry Osborn. He's like Timothy Chalamet's like, oh, what's up? My name is Harry, and then Peter's like, oh, your last name is Osborn, and then boom, that sets up the next
That
trilogy.
actually that actually doesn't sound bad. Like because he would already be familiar with the
Yeah,
name.
with this Norman, like the Raimi Norman Osborn. So he'd be
Yeah.
like, oh, Osborn.
Maybe he's like he gets like the whole idea like maybe in this universe like he's good like in his
Mm.
mind he'll be thinking like maybe I can help him, maybe something like
Oh, you
that
know what?
like that
Maybe, yeah, and maybe that like him trying to help, like
like like
stop
trying
him
to
from being
prevent,
evil,
yeah, trying to
makes him just
prevent
go,
Norman from being
yeah, the
evil.
Goblin, yeah.
Yeah, I think that's
I
a
think
good
that could be
storyline.
pretty cool, yeah.
Damn, you see we should just fucking write
Dude,
the
we
new
should write
movies.
movies, dude. Fucking,
Amy Pascal and Kevin Feige, please call us for
dude,
the
trust
new
us,
trilogy.
dude. If you guys still want funny stuff, like we can still write some boners in there. Uh,
Just for Kevin Feige.
just for Kevin.
Yeah, I'm actually hella down for that story. I mean, I don't know
I'm
how
just
other people will feel about it, but yeah, like
I'm just
that whole idea of like trying to prevent them
mhm.
from being evil, like I like that idea.
I'm just really excited to see No Way Home because I mean the multiverse stuff is cool, but I want to see what they set up afterwards. Like not for the
Yeah,
MCU, but I want to see what they set up for Spider-Man. Oh,
yeah,
excuse me,
definitely
I
since we know
burped.
being about the new trilogy. So
Hmm.
I mean, we did mention that they could we see Miles, so
Miles, yeah.
that's another thing. Like Tom mentoring. I
Hmm.
know we mentioned like him leading the young Avengers, but what if he just like mentors Miles?
Miles, I would be down for that. Especially I especially if they get like a really young Miles because I think if they're around the same age, I don't think it would
I've
work. That
seen
would
fan
work as
casts.
well.
I don't know the actor's name, but he's in Stranger Things. Well, I already
Oh,
forgot the character's name too. I forgot.
he plays Lucas in Stranger
Lucas. Yeah,
Things,
there you go.
but I think his name is it Caleb. I don't know if it's Caleb.
Oh yeah, I think his name is Caleb. The actor name. I forgot. I can't
Yeah,
remember.
he's played by Caleb McLaughlin.
There
McLaw.
you go. Yeah,
Yeah,
I've seen
McLaughlin.
him a lot
I
the
remember him
Miles.
seeing him as like fan cast. Yeah.
And recently, I've also seen Lil Nas as Miles Morales, and I don't know how I feel about that one. I don't think he fits the role. I mean,
I mean,
he's too tall because
he's old. Like he's older
he's too
than.
tall. He's too old. Yeah.
Or how old is Lil Nas compared to Tom Holland?
Let me look it up. I think I know that Tom Holland is like 25 already or 26, but Lil
Oh, Lil Nas
Nas,
is only 22. Man, it works. It works.
I don't know about that.
He's younger. He's younger than Tom Holland. It works.
I guess it works, but he's still like super tall.
Yeah. You know what? You know what would be cool? I want to see Lil Nas X voice somebody in Spider Verse, like an alternate Miles. I think that'd be cool.
Yeah, maybe. That'd be cool. Yeah, that could be cool. As a voice, it could work, but maybe not
Not
not live action.
like
Probably.
not for this Peter Parker. I don't think.
Yeah, no, I don't think so. But man, okay,
I looked up
we need
Miles
some.
Morales fan cast, and yeah, a bunch of them are Caleb, and one of them is Jaden Smith. I think Jaden Smith is a little bit too old now.
Yeah, I think he's probably like the same age as Tom Holland already.
I think, yeah.
It's a special role. I think Caleb is my top pick because he's like in like the right age range. I
Mhm.
think. I don't know how. I don't think he's even 18, right? Or is he?
I'm not sure. I had just looked them up, but I closed it.
Oh no! Oh wow! What the hell? He's grown up a lot. He's 20.
Oh damn.
Damn, I thought he was still like 17. Shit.
Nah,
That
they're probably gonna get somebody like
younger.
new, younger, yeah.
Yeah, probably.
Because
Probably a
I
new
don't think they're
cast.
gonna adapt him soon, but you never know because he's actually like Miles has been getting way more popular now,
Yeah,
because of the
definitely.
game and the movie and stuff. So I can definitely see like Miles happening. Um,
Yeah, I mean, Tom
and I'm
Holland
down
was
for it, man. I like more representation, like that matters, you know.
for sure. And maybe if they actually got someone that was you know, half black, half Latino, that would be awesome.
Mhm.
I do know there is an actor. I cannot think of it right now, the names. I'm sorry for that. But I know that there is I saw a TikTok a long time ago about an actual actor that is half black, half Latino, but I can't remember his name. I'm so sorry. But yeah, I mean, Tom Holland was kind of newer to act. And I mean, we didn't mention already he was already acting,
Yeah,
but like he is like a more of an unknown name. Because like I remember when I saw that Tom Holland was cast, I had no idea who he was.
yeah,
But I feel like if they do that for Miles, that could work.
yeah. I feel like yeah, it'd be better for Miles, I think, to find somebody that like fits perfectly. Not just get somebody that's like pretty popular, but get somebody who's young, who's new, who like fits the character really well. I think that could be pretty good.
Yeah. But hey, we need to talk more about the movie because we
Dude,
haven't
man,
talked much.
fuck this movie, dude. I want to talk about the next movie.
Oh wait, we'll talk about No Way Home after we finish talking about
Okay.
Far From Home.
We're gonna spoil No Way Home so bad for you guys. No, we won't. We won't. We'll keep it spoiler free, and then like last, like
We're gonna upload the episode 2-3 days after because we always
yeah,
upload on Mondays. The movie comes out on Friday,
yeah, and we're gonna watch it
so
Thursday.
yeah, we're gonna watch it Thursday. So you'll have time if if you have bought tickets like during this
Mhm.
weekend, you'll have time. But we'll still keep it spoiler free for in
Yeah,
the beginning, like we always do for like newer movies in the beginning. And then we're gonna
in
talk
the
about
in the
full spoilers.
beginning, yeah, we're gonna.
Yeah. Okay, now I want to talk about something awkward that I want to know your opinion on about this movie.
Okay.
They developed the relationship with Aunt May and Happy.
Uh,
What is your
uh,
opinion on that?
Dude, I think they're underusing like Marissa Tomei so much in these movies. Like she's such a good actress. She's a fucking Oscar winner. You know what I mean? She,
Really? For
she
what?
I don't know what she won an Oscar for, but I think she is an Oscar winner.
Oh, okay.
But like she can play like a morning like aunt, like like she can play like a supportive aunt. You know, she can do a pretty good job at that. And I feel like she's kind of underused, like just making her like a side character. I feel like she should have more of an interaction with like Peter and like stuff like that. Like in this movie, they don't even talk about like what happened after Homecoming, where she finds out that um he's Spider-Man. Like they don't have anything like they don't talk about that. She's just like, okay, cool, you can do whatever you want as Spider-Man.
Yeah, she was very supportive of it,
Yeah,
and
and
I don't think
I'm
it's
down
that
for it being
bad.
supportive, but I mean like there should be something where it's like
There should be more conflict.
yeah, there should be like a little bit just more like her trying to keep Peter like safe and Peter
Hmm.
being like, dude, I have to do this because like I'm the only one who can do this. Like Spider, like like great
Yeah,
power. Not necessarily saying great power comes great responsibility, but just like a little talk would be cool. Or like
yeah,
just
I feel that they should have included something like
yeah,
that.
it's because I feel like in these movies, like she's just hot. You know what I mean? Like she's
Yeah, they were just like, oh yeah, Peter, go have fun. That's
yeah,
it.
basically like I don't know. I just kind of wish like she got more development because I don't know if you ever seen King of Staten Island. It stars her and like Pete Davidson.
Oh yeah, I haven't
Uh,
seen it, but I have heard of the movie. Yeah.
but she plays a pretty good like single mom in that one, trying to like date somebody new, and they could have done something similar in this movie. Like not exactly the same, obviously, because they're different characters, but something like that would have been cool. Um, I just feel like she's underused in this, and
Yeah,
I hope
maybe. But I have heard that in No Way Home that she is gonna have a much more important role.
cool, cool,
I mean, I don't know how true that is, but I know that Tom Holland
cool,
did mention something like that.
cool. I'm excited for that, especially since like maybe Happy could die, or even she could end up dying. I feel like.
Yeah,
Um,
I know. I asked my girlfriend the other day before we watched Far From Home. I was just asking like, if you had to choose like who's gonna die, who would you choose to die? Like not like I want him to die, but like like
mhm.
who has to die? And she said Happy. So I could see
Yeah,
that, but it would be like kind of like kind of fucked up a little bit because if you think about it, Happy is also there for Morgan Stark, Tony's daughter.
yeah,
So it's not only fucking up Peter, but it's also fucking up them.
yeah. I feel like, but um, I feel like Happy is going to die. Just because he's been, it'd be more impactful for the MCU also, like you said, like Morgan, but also Happy's been there since the beginning. So
Yeah,
for fans, it's gonna be like even more like sad when Happy dies, if he dies,
yeah,
like fans are
yeah, I
gonna be
could
like,
see that.
yo, Happy died in this movie, like shit's crazy, like this movie's insane, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, because it's also like they also complain. I've also heard a lot of complaints about for Tom Holland's movies that there isn't really any conflict. There's no like
yeah,
consequence.
yeah, that's one thing I forgot to say when we saw Homecoming, that like Peter ditches the decathlon, and his team still wins, and they don't like get mad at him for like ditching or anything. But
Mhm.
if it was like the comics or anything like that, he would have ditched, or he would have gotten there late. His team would have lost, or maybe he would have won, but they would have kicked him out or something, or like they would have all
Yeah.
been angry at him.
Hmm.
Um, and there's
It
no
was,
there's no consequences to like him revealing he's Spider-Man to Aunt May either. They just kind of like forget about it. Um,
yeah. Yeah, I guess there's some things that really do need some help here and there, like some
Yeah,
improvement.
but I guess I mean it is. I think mainly the MCU, because it's like, how do you have a hero, like a superhero that has like all these consequences? Like that. Like I guess for a lot of people that could be off putting to watch, like seeing Spider Man like just with
Always win.
with the most bad luck like ever.
Uh, oh yeah, I guess that's true. Yeah,
Yeah, but also the other way. I mean, I don't want to see Spider Man win all the time. I don't want to see Peter Parker like
yeah, that's not fun.
not learn anything.
Yeah, and that's the thing about this movie. Yeah, he actually did go through learning a lot. I mean, and
Yeah, he got a
he
shit rocked. Yeah.
he did get like his shit rocked. He did learn his because he did have like an actual consequence this
Hmm.
time.
Yeah. He did have a consequence, but I feel like um it wasn't that earned,
It's
because
it's
like
still it still didn't impact the story that much,
because
but
it's
it's
like
still
it's like how are you entrusting this like weapon that Tony Stark left you? First of all, why would Tony Stark leave that to Peter Parker? Because like he's still in high school. I mean,
yeah.
Peter's supposed to be responsible. He's not really that responsible in this.
No.
Like he almost kills Brad over like a text message.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, because
he.
that's I mean, it was kind of a little dumb of
Mhm.
him because he did say also he didn't know, I guess, because
Yeah, I mean
the thing
he
said so is Brad a target, and he's
yeah,
like yes.
yeah, he's like, yeah, fuck it, he's a target.
But he didn't like think like, oh shit,
Yeah,
like it's gonna be a fucking like
he
drone
should he
gonna
should
kill
have
it.
he should have asked what that meant, because like
Yeah, he should have asked
in
because
Spider-Man
like
Homecoming, he talks to Karen and he's like, what the hell does all this stuff do? Like he's asking questions in the
yeah.
middle of like beating up bad guys. But in
You know
this
what
one,
I
he's
just
like, yeah, fucking kill Brad.
you know what I just realized? Karen didn't come back.
No,
I wonder why. I mean, she was in
maybe
the homecoming suit, but
yeah, she was in
maybe
the
she
other
should have
suit.
been. I think she could have been in the other one too, but whatever.
I don't know. Maybe they didn't want to get Jennifer Connelly back, or maybe they just didn't write like a part for Karen. They were like, nah, whatever. Because we have this new
Yeah,
Edith.
yeah, Edith.
Yeah, so they were probably like, yeah, just move
Yeah,
on with that.
it is kind of dumb a little bit. But I mean, it works for the story, I guess.
Yeah.
Uh, that Tony leaves him the glasses, and it's a huge responsibility. It's like literally a multi-billion-dollar thing that I mean,
Yeah.
Nick Fury says it, and I don't know how do you feel like that Tony actually left him that.
I think it's kind of, I don't know. I think it's nice that he left him something. I feel like if I were to write this movie and I still wanted like connections between Tony and Peter, I would just leave him like another suit, but it's like the actual Iron Spider from the comics.
That would have been cool.
Like
Yeah,
that would,
did you know that he was? It's actually in the
yeah,
movie though.
yeah. I saw it. It's like a little cameo, like when he's building the suit. Oh my god, I just hit my microphone. Um, when he's building the suit, you can see it like on the corner somewhere or like off to the side. I think that's cool. But that's what I would have done. I wouldn't have done the glasses thing.
Yeah, it would have been cool. It would have been a cool idea to show, or like for him to give him a better Iron Spider suit.
Yeah.
But I guess it would have just been like
The same thing. Yeah.
The same thing. So
Yeah, it would have been just like the other movie.
yeah. But I mean, I guess it's okay. But the Peter definitely fucked up like hard.
Yeah, man. Like
He should have never thought, because I mean, the whole thing there is that he misinterpreted what Tony said, because he read the note and it said, "To the next Tony Stark, I trust you."
yeah, but he should have done more research, like
Yeah.
because he's just going off of what like Nick Fury and like Mysterio say, but it's like do some digging, dude. Like look up like maybe if Peter like looked up Quentin Beck and see like who he was on this earth, like if there even is a Quentin Beck on this
he
earth.
could have done that.
Maybe he could have seen like, oh, he worked for Tony Stark, blah blah blah, and stuff like that.
He totally could have done that. I mean, Edith is literally the beta
Yeah.
the like give you anything.
And I feel like Shield could have done that also. You know, like even though it's Talos, he could have been like, let me see, Quentin Beck.
But also something that kind of bothered me is it's not a big deal, but again, I guess they did it this way for the story. But why did Nick Fury give Peter the glasses and not Happy? You know,
I don't know.
Because I mean, it is.
I get
like Tony's best friend
Yeah.
was Happy, so why give it to Fury? He never really got along with Fury.
I guess because
Didn't
it's like a weapon, like a government ass like type
I
weapon.
guess, but I would
But
trust.
I don't know.
I would trust Happy more with that, to give to Peter. Other than
Yeah,
Fury.
I mean, I wouldn't trust Nick Fury because I feel like Nick Fury would have put him on and been like,
Yeah.
destroy whatever. Like,
I mean, Nick Fury, they knew they were glasses,
yeah,
and like, but I don't know. I mean,
Did-
they did mention that, like, that Nick Fury would have just used it for himself,
oh yeah, well for sure, yeah. So I don't know, maybe Nick Fury was like his, like, the people that handle like the will, like maybe he was that guy. I don't know.
Yeah, I guess so.
I wonder
That's true.
what Tony left Happy. Probably the plane. A job.
Yeah, I mean, the job of his life. He
Head of
takes
sec-
care of. He's
head
the
of
head of security.
Yeah, head of security. His password is password. The worst head of security ever. Maybe that's why he dies in No Way Home. He forgot to lock his car.
Yeah, but okay, but he, like we mentioned, like, he misinterpreted the letter, the little card.
Yeah.
And I mean,
So the next Tony Stark.
Yeah, he really shouldn't have thought of it that way.
Yeah, man. Like, if I was Peter Parker in that scene, when I first got the glasses, I would have been like, and then like throw them into the river or something. Because, or like after the thing with the bus, like I would have been like, yeah, these aren't good for like anybody.
Yeah, I mean, if Tony did mean it for Peter, why would Spider-Man ever need that much like war technology? Because it's not even like just technology, it's fucking war technology. There's no reason for Spider-Man to have that much like control.
I don't know. Like, part of me thinks that they're trying to make Spider-Man like cooler, like, but to me that kind of makes him like not relatable. Like, for him to just have like fucking an army of power, an army of drones and stuff, it kind of makes him like Superior Spider-Man. And even though Superior Spider-Man, like, the comic is badass, like, that's not Peter Parker, you know what I mean? Like, that's somebody else.
Isn't that the one with Doc Ock?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember. I know we talked about it before.
But he has like robots and he has like a bunch of other stuff.
Yeah, I maybe they just like adapted it a little bit, maybe. but
Maybe, yeah.
in a
I don't
different
know.
way.
I don't like that. I don't like the idea of like Spider-Man having those glasses and having like
Yeah. They
so
didn't.
much tech
They really
available.
didn't say like what happened after, because after he actually like defeated Mysterio, which by the way, before I mention that, that whole scene was like honestly like one of the coolest scenes
Yeah, it was pretty
that
cool.
Spider-Man like
Like
that Tom Holland has done.
like on that bridge and like
Yeah.
through like
That
yeah.
whole sequence of like taking out the drones was really cool. The way he used
Mhm.
his webs and like it shows like his intelligence and everything.
Yeah, I
And
liked when he finally actually used his spider sense.
yeah, and also he built like a bomb
Yeah,
like on the spot. Like that was
yeah,
really cool. And that whole yeah, the whole spider sense thing, so this whole spider sense thing was like honestly one of the coolest like Spider-Man scenes like I've ever seen like of all the
yeah.
movies.
I think it's really cool. I do find it a little bit weird that like in Civil War and in what's the name in Infinity War, like you can tell that he has spider sense, right? Like
Mhm.
he dodges attacks, he like
Yeah, it's kind
notices
of
something's weird,
underutilized.
and then in this movie they're like, oh no, dude, there's something fucked up with his spider sense, like. Uh,
Yeah.
but I mean, I guess it
It,
makes sense.
it's kind
Um,
of underutilized, but the whole
yeah,
sequence is like
I like
really
that
really
I
cool.
like that he actually uses it at the end because that's like that happens in Spectacular Spider-Man also in his fight against Mysterio. He like uses his spider sense to fuck up Mysterio. So I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah, and it's not even also well not doesn't have to do with the spider sense, but the whole sequences with the fighting with Mysterio were
Oh yeah,
so
the
cool.
illusions were really cool.
Yeah, the illusions were really really like great.
And
That
that's something that I think is really cool, like that they modernized for this Mysterio, like having like the drones have like cloaking technology, like illusion tech. I think that's really cool
yeah,
because I mean
like it works
Mysterio,
in today's like
yeah, Mysterio
day.
would just build stuff and like project illusions, like it would be projections, and then this is the same thing, but it's modernized, it's weaponized, it's really cool. I love that his suit just becomes like the motion capture suit.
Hmm.
I love
Yeah,
that.
I thought
Like,
it was a cool detail
yeah,
that he's literally wearing a mocap suit.
yeah, that's so awesome. And like you don't have to spend extra on a costume. Like I already know that the MCU they always like to cover it up with CG. With this, you can just have the dude like just wear it. There's you know what I mean? Like
Literally,
Mysterio could just be
yeah,
sitting
he
there.
saved you a couple $1,000 just wearing that mocap suit, literally.
Yeah.
um, I was gonna mention that before we went to the Mysterio thing that they didn't really address what happens with the glasses after. Because like he just like deactivates the drones and then
Yeah. And
he
then
just like keeps them. That's it.
he asks if it's real and the
He
voice
just says
says,
that yeah
yeah,
that
all
that
illusions
he's
are down, but I don't remember seeing him like break them or like throw them
yeah
away.
he didn't do anything with them, and he doesn't have any pockets. So where do you put them?
Up his ass. Um I don't know, man. Yeah, I feel like there should have been a scene where he like breaks them and throws them away or something. But
I don't
maybe
think
they're
he would have broken them because he knew that like they could still be useful.
I don't know, man. I feel like it's just irresponsible for him not to break them because like if he already gave him to the wrong hands once, I don't know what's gonna stop him from giving it to the wrong hands again. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't
Like
like
what if in the next
what
movie,
should he do?
what if in the next movie he's like he's gonna become best friends with Harry. Ned's dead. Happy's dead. Harry's like, dude, I can help you fight bad guys. And then he like Peter's like,
Gives
okay,
it to
here,
Ned.
let me give you the glasses. And then he's like,
I don't think
it
it's the
happens
right
all over
idea to give
again.
it to another kid.
I feel like this Peter's like kind of dumb like that. So that's why I feel like it makes more sense to just break them and like not do anything with them or give them to
I
Fury. Like
guess.
I guess.
Yeah, I feel like even though they said that they feel like in the movie they said that they feel like their Fury would just use it on like for his own power,
Yeah, I
whatever.
feel like Fury's a little bit better than Mysterio though.
Yeah,
Or
for sure. Like even though they said that, yeah, I feel
Mhm.
the same way that even that Fury would probably be the best choice to
Yeah.
keep those glasses.
Or I mean, just give him back to
To
like
Happy.
give him to War Machine, dude. Give him to
Oh
Happy.
yeah, I forgot about War Machine. Yeah, that's
Give him
true.
to Ironheart. Like give him to any like give him to Pepper Potts also. Like
Yeah, yeah. Rhodey probably would be a great choice to
yeah,
actually keep the glasses.
Rhodey's a soldier. Like
Yeah, he
he
has military experience. He
yeah
actually knows what to do.
yeah. Like he can totally be like yeah, just fucking
Yeah, I feel like they should have addressed this
I feel
already.
like he could use him in like Armor Wars because I know Armor Wars is coming out. Like Rhodey can use the glasses and be like, yeah, let's just stop this in the first episode. Um,
Just one episode
yeah,
done.
and he actually says that. I read the script. Kevin Feige showed me. Um,
Wow, wow. You have Marvel snipers on
yeah,
you.
it's because my uncle works at Marvel.
So you know what happens in No Way Home.
Yeah, everybody dies. May, Happy, Ned. Uh,
May goes out with Doc Ock.
uh, yeah, May goes out with Doc Ock. She dies. Um, at the wedding like rehearsal, she gets a heart attack. Oh, passes out, and dies. Um, Doc Ock goes crazy, tries to kill Peter because like you gave your aunt a heart attack. Um, and then for some reason, what's his face? Venom shows up, but he has a big like extra tentacle like near like near his crotch. I don't know what the hell that was.
There's a new member.
Yeah, that's the seventh member of the of the Sinister Seven. Um, but he has a spider now, so that's cool. Uh,
Oh my god.
oh, and then Hobgoblin shows up, but it's not Ned. It's James Franco. Uh, and Seth Rogen is the Thing. He shows up with James Franco. They team up.
The Thing from Fantastic Four, right?
No, the Thing from
From the Thing.
yeah, from the Thing.
Oh god, yeah. The
and
Thing
then
is
and
now
then
part
oh
of
and
the
then and
MCU.
then and then Mark Hamill shows up. He's the Vulture. He's not Michael Keaton. Michael Keaton got fired because
That you mentioned these. I know. I told you. Remember about my dream?
yeah. Oh, and then Batman shows up.
Yeah, I had a dream a couple of days ago. I think I was it yesterday. I don't know, whatever.
I think you
But
told us yesterday.
yeah, I had a dream that I saw No Way Home, but it was like so bad, so disappointing. But like it was multiverse, but multiverse of like everything.
Yeah.
Fucking Kratos, fucking Batman, fucking Superman. And Toby was there, but he only showed up like in the last 30 seconds of the movie. Like he just like swung, like that was it. Like that's how the movie
Damn.
ended. And then like
They
the
showed up.
funniest part of
He
the
showed
funniest
up
part of my
Kratos
dream,
more.
yeah, the funniest part of my dream was that freaking like I'm a big soccer fan, so fucking Cristiano Ronaldo was in the fucking dream. Oh my god, and it's so funny because there's actually already a meme of Cristiano Ronaldo in a Spider-Man
In
suit,
Spider-Man. Oh,
and his nickname in soccer in Spanish they call him El Bicho. So in the meme it's like, oh my god, it's Spider Bicho.
yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Um, Jesus, imagine how crazy that would be. If just like they did multiverse, but it's just everybody else. Not
It's
even
like
that.
it's like that movie. What's it called? Ready Player One.
Yeah, it's like that.
Like they just
Yeah,
got everything. Fucking what's that big
fucking
robot?
the Iron Giant.
Yeah, they are.
They got Mecha Godzilla on there, dude.
They got fucking Dominic Toretto.
Yeah. They got Chucky.
No, dude.
They got the
Like,
Thing again, but
now that I think about it, it wouldn't have been disappointing. This would be the best movie
it
ever.
would have been sick. But I feel like it would have been like so confusing. Like, what the fuck is going on?
Dude, this No Way Home just canonizes every movie ever made to the MCU.
Basically, yeah. I mean, I know that. I think Kevin said that the old Fantastic Four movies are canon, and the old X-Men movies are canon. Like,
I don't remember that.
I had read somewhere that they're gonna try to like reboot it or like explain it or something because I don't know.
So they're all coming back, the actors.
I don't think they're coming back. They're just gonna do something where it's like,
Oh, you look different.
yeah, they're gonna be something like, yeah, we've been around before, but they look different. You know what I mean? Like it's just like those are the variants.
I get.
I don't know, but I don't know if that's real. I saw it like I didn't even read the article. I just saw that like on like like when you go on Google, you get like news like related to what you like.
Mhm.
So I got one that was like Kevin Feige, blah blah, something canon to MCU, and I was like, that's
Yeah.
weird, and I just kept going.
Oh, but just to finish talking about Far From Home,
Oh shit, I forgot we were talking about Far From Home.
Yeah,
Uh,
but just to finish talking about Far From Home, do you think that Mysterio is actually dead?
I don't think so. I don't think so. Um,
Yeah, we did see that other guy with the mustache. He took like the Mysterio files, like, and I don't know what he's gonna do with them, but yeah, I have a feeling that
oh
he's not
yeah,
dead.
the guy from Iron Man.
Yeah,
Yeah, the guy from Christmas Story. That's who that guy is.
he's the one that Obadiah or Jebediah. He's the one that screams in
Obadiah.
his face.
Yeah.
Is
He's
it
like
Jebediah or Obadiah?
Obadiah. Yeah. Obadiah stayed and was like, Tony Stark built this in a cave with a box of crabs.
Yeah, iconic line.
Yeah. I completely forgot he was in this movie until you mentioned him. But yeah, he took the files. So I'm pretty sure Mysterio's not dead. I just don't
But do you
think
think it would be Jake Gyllenhaal?
I don't know, man. I don't think they're ever gonna set it up ever. Like I don't think we're gonna get a conclusion to that. Just like with the Scorpion and the fucking Craven and
I guess that's
the
true.
Chameleon. I don't think anything is gonna happen.
But if Mysterio did come back, do you think it would be Jake Gyllenhaal again, or it would just be like the thing like the globe? You don't see his face, or like
Oh,
what?
that could be a good way to do it if Jake Gyllenhaal didn't want to come back. But I don't see why he wouldn't come back. I mean, like,
I know he has a good relationship with
yeah,
Tom Holland,
and
so
like that for sure would make money. Like, I'm surprised they haven't showed the sixth member of the Sinister Six, but I'm thinking it's either Mysterio or Venom because
yeah.
I don't know who else it could be
I
unless
don't think
it's
it's gonna be the Vulture.
I don't think it's the
Yeah,
Vulture either because he's like in jail.
yeah.
He's in
He's in jail, and
Morbius.
also he doesn't have any bad blood with Peter anymore.
Yeah, no, Peter, like he likes Peter. He's like, dude, you saved my daughter, you saved me.
Well, I don't think he
Uh,
likes him, but he respects him.
yeah, he's like, yeah, he respects him. He's like, I'm not gonna kill you because you saved my life.
Yeah, and also he knew his identity, but now the
Everyone
Peter's
knows it.
identity knows
Yeah,
everyone. Yeah, everyone knows it, and that's the thing. Also,
but that's
like
so
at the very end
stupid.
of the movie.
In the Morbius trailer where he's like, where Michael Keaton is like, we should talk, we should like
Yeah,
meet up. Like that's dumb. Like is he evil? Like is he
I
like?
mean the Morbius movie. I don't have high expectations for it, so
I mean, I don't either, obviously, but I don't know. I think it's either Mysterio or Venom because it
yeah.
like they're saying, oh, it's the Sinister Six from the multiverse, but we're missing one dude, like.
Hmm.
And I know a bunch of merch was like, we believe in Mysterio, or like Mysterio was right. It was like some
Yeah,
crap
I
like
remember
that.
that. I remember when like
Yeah,
the movie when people still didn't know that it was gonna be multiverse. I
yeah,
remember that there was like set pictures where like you would see like Mysterio was right or something
yeah,
like that. It's like they're doing now with the Hawkeye thing. Like Thanos was right.
yeah. That was funny. And in the what was it? The urinal.
Yeah, in the very first episode.
Yeah,
Spoilers for Hawkeye. I mean, it was just. I mean, it's not really a
yeah.
spoiler,
It's
but
just it's
whatever.
just like a thing that happens.
Yeah.
But I don't know, man. Like,
But also with the identity thing,
yo, oh,
the
dude,
J. Jonah Jameson, dude, the
oh,
the return of him of the king.
yeah, he's back. There's that one line where he's like, "Was that a freaking dinosaur?" When he hears the lizard like
Yeah, in the
roaring.
No Way Home trailer.
Yeah. Um, I'm just excited to see who the sixth guy is. I feel like it could maybe also be Scorpion just because J. Jonah Jameson
I
has
don't think so.
has
I really
ties
don't
to the
think so.
Scorpion in the comics. Like he's the one that makes his suit, like funds his suit. Um, but I would much rather prefer Mysterio or
Yeah.
Venom.
It's I think yeah, like out of all the choices, it really only has to be between Mysterio or Venom.
But I feel like
But
I feel
but
like
I
Venom would make more sense because like
it
Mysterio,
would
he uses illusions, like he
uh-huh.
and those illusions are fake. He doesn't actually have like lasers or anything. So
It could make sense, but like also Venom is like such a big storyline that I don't think like
yeah,
like in my mind
that's
it's like it's either Mysterio or Venom.
yeah,
But
that's
also
why
but Venom is such a big
yeah,
storyline that I don't think he would
no,
join a team. You
I
get me?
agree 100%. I want to see Mysterio because Venom, like I'd just rather have him do his own thing rather than like
Yeah.
just show up like half-ass like, hey, I'm Venom, fuck you, I'm gonna kick your ass, and then just leave, like
Yeah.
especially
I don't
because
know.
Eddie Brock or like Venom in the Venom movies, like he's not really like a bad guy. He's
Yeah, he's not a bad guy.
he's trying to do good
So
stuff.
like
So
why would he join the team? You get me? Like
yeah.
to beat up Spider-Man. He doesn't have anything
So
against him.
I feel like it's Mysterio I feel like it could maybe be. I don't see it being the Vulture. I feel like Mysterio is number one speculation. Uh,
Oh,
Venom
maybe it's
number two,
Craven. You know, we never mentioned that one too. It could be
maybe.
Craven
But
too
I
for
feel like
six
it's so
member.
weird that they would introduce him in this, and then
I guess because they want to hunt him down.
yeah,
Maybe.
maybe like they all hire like a hunter
Yeah.
to track down Peter Parker, and it's like
But Craven
Craven.
doesn't have any powers, does he?
I don't know. He just hunts really well. I don't think he has powers.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it could make sense, but also, I mean, it could be Aaron Taylor Johnson because they already casted him for a Craven the Hunter
But
movie. So
that's so weird.
I know.
I mean, I get multiverse stuff, but that's so weird. Like
But I
Wanda,
just
what
realized
if Wanda
why would it
ever?
be Aaron Taylor Johnson? Because like he was already in the MCU
Yeah,
as
he was
Quicksilver.
dead. Yeah, that's why I was gonna say Wanda would be like, "Hey, you look like Pietro more than the guy that pretended to be Pietro in my TV show." It's like,
Yeah, no, never mind. I don't think it would be Craven.
yeah. So I don't know.
I
I
mean,
don't
we'll
know,
find
man.
out soon.
Like I'm trying to think of other Spider-Man villains that could like potentially be it, but like the Shocker, I guess, but not really. I don't see the Shocker being.
I really don't know.
If it's Topher Grace's Venom, dude, like that's
Oh my
crazy.
god, that would be the best.
If it's Topher or James Franco, lame. Uh,
Yeah.
I don't think I want to see them.
Those are characters that you wouldn't want to see.
Yeah, characters that I don't want to see. It's like Topher's Venom. Not that I have anything against Topher. I love Topher.
No, I do have something against them.
But I just don't think fans would want to see Topher's Venom. Um, I don't
No.
think people want to see James Franco's Goblin, especially as a bad guy. I know a bunch of the Spider-Man like Raimi villains got redeemed, like Sandman, Doc Ock, and James Franco. He's
Yeah,
the
but
real villain.
I hope they explain like why they're like villains again. You know.
Yeah, I hope so. I hope this movie does a good job explaining it because I don't want it to just be like, oh, they're back, and it's like, why are they back? Why are they bad guys?
Because they definitely do need explanation.
Mhm.
You know, Sandman especially and the Lizard.
Yeah, the
'Cause-
lizard, Doc Ock too, because he died in Spider-Man 2 saving like everybody. He self-destructed the machine and sacrificed himself. So
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah,
So
the only two that really like died like in bad blood again, I guess, would be like the Green Goblin or
Yeah.
Electro.
Electro.
But that's it. Like the other guys, like they need some explanation as to
Yeah,
why would they be fighting Spider-Man.
and like the lizard didn't die.
And not just Spider-Man. Why are they fighting Tom Spider-Man? You know, because
Yeah,
that's not even
yeah.
the same one.
I mean, I guess maybe it's like I do know there's a theory that they came to the MCU at different points in time. So supposedly like Electro's been there for a while, Norman's been there for a while.
Yeah, I've heard the theory that Norman's been there for a while.
Yeah, so with that, like Peter's trying to send them back to their own universe, and I guess they have too much invested in this universe that they're like, we don't want to go home. Like,
Then they'll
you
die.
know, yeah, because then I mean, we're destined to die. Some of us have crappier lives in the other universe. Like Jamie Foxx
maybe that
is a
makes
loser
sense.
in Amazing Spider-Man, right? But in this one,
Yeah.
maybe he's a badass. He has a good job. I don't know.
Yeah, I guess that could make sense.
Yeah, but I hope they do a good
'cause-
job explaining it because I don't want it to just be like a
Yeah.
one and done type thing.
Yeah, that could make sense. I feel like they need to. I mean, they could show like flashbacks
Yeah.
of like when, like, let's say like fucking, for example, Electro comes in like in Age of Ultron, or like Norman comes in like Civil War. You get me?
That would be actually like a really good like opening or something like that. Just like everybody, or like not a good. I guess
they go in different points of time.
Yeah, like toward maybe somewhere throughout the movie, just like them like arriving like.
Yeah,
like, something like that would be pretty cool.
Yeah, something like they in different movies, and we see like a different point of view.
Yeah, because that happened in Spider-Verse. I mean, in Spider-Verse, the Spider-Men go into like the wormhole. They get sucked through the portal, but they arrive at different points. So we see Gwen Stacy arrives like a week earlier.
Mhm.
Peter B. Parker arrives like a couple days after. Um, they could
Yeah.
do something like that. I feel like that's very plausible.
It could be something like that, but then again, those are like a couple of days different. This would be like years
Yeah, yeah,
different.
obviously. I think that would be cooler to have like different years. But I guess
Yeah.
people just didn't notice, you know what I mean? Like they didn't notice the multiverse stuff.
Hmm. Yeah. I mean, I'm excited. It's only
Yeah.
a couple more days.
Yeah,
I
like
think right now is like
five
the
five days from it.
yeah, right now is the time to like get off social media and like
Yeah.
or not maybe if you don't want to get off, at least mute every single possible word on Twitter or like Spider-Man, Harry, Doc Ock, every single possible word that you can think of that could be related to Spider-Man, you need to mute it so you don't see it on your timeline.
Toby, Andrew.
Anything,
I
anything
would
possible.
I would mute Tom Hardy and Venom, also
Yeah,
Scorpion, the Shocker. I would mute everything.
everything possible because I've already done that. Like I've muted like a lot of words, but then I forget like something else comes out. Like I had already muted Spider-Man words, but I forgot to mute Green Goblin, and then I saw like something about Green Goblin. Like a couple, I'm not gonna say what it is because you guys don't want to know. But yeah, like definitely you guys need to
Yeah.
watch out these
And
couple days.
and the freaking like Sony and Marvel like Twitters, like people keep releasing like images when the movie's like
Yeah.
days away. I don't know why they
Yeah,
keep.
I tweeted from the Stay to the Credits Twitter, which by the way you should go follow us Stay Till Credits.
Yeah,
Um
that was pretty smooth right there.
but but I tweeted from our account that the Sony really needs to stop like
Mhm.
with these clips because every single day they're releasing a new clip, and you might think it's like a second or like 2 seconds. Like stop! I don't care. I don't want to see it anymore. Like literally just chill.
Yeah,
Wait wait a little bit longer.
but the first minute of the movie, like
It's already released.
yeah, they released it on TV, I think, but obviously it's on YouTube, it's on Twitter.
Dude, I feel like
Um,
Sony or it's just like edging.
yeah, dude, really, yeah.
They're just like, like
They're like,
no, yeah, let's do it already. Let's do it.
they want to they want to press play on the fucking movie so bad, dude.
They're
Like,
just like,
oh god,
yeah,
um,
they're so excited.
I look so red in this fucking camera. Um, it's not because I'm edging, guys. Trust me. But yeah, we're really excited to see No Way Home.
Yeah, it's only like we said, it's only a couple more days. We can handle the wait, and
Other people
I'm
can't though. Sony can't.
yeah.
Are the UK people still
I
seeing
mean,
it
they're a
early?
day earlier. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So I would suggest, guys, don't talk to your friends at all this whole week. Just completely block everyone. Be by yourself. It might be a little scary to be by yourself. Just don't talk to anyone because they'll probably
Yeah.
spoil the movie for you.
Yeah.
Unless you trust your friends that they won't.
Yeah.
Because I have friends that I know they will try to spoil the movie for me.
Yeah.
So just watch out.
When and I know when we usually share Spider-Man stuff like with Andy, we always ask beforehand, do you guys want to see
Yeah.
this? Because it might be spoilers.
Yeah.
That's how you
We-
should that's how you guys
just
should be.
have a little respect for your
Ask-
friends. If they don't
ask-
want to know, then no.
Yeah, look, spoilers are like sex. Like you gotta ask for consent, you know? If your friend says no, don't do it. If your friend says yeah, go for it.
That is the most perfect example
Mhm.
that you could give.
Yeah.
All right, guys. I think that's pretty much it.
Hey, we haven't rated the movie.
Oh shit. Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Uh,
I rated a Homecoming 9. I think I will give this one an 8.5. 8.5 Mysterio.
Yeah, I think I rated Homecoming an 8, right?
Yeah.
So just give this one like a 7. I think Homecoming is better.
Yeah. I also think Homecoming is better. But yeah, I still think it's better
Yeah,
than 7 for me.
I still think it's good. I'm just saying. I like the other Spider-Man movies more. I like Homecoming more than this one.
Oh, one thing that we never mentioned that I just want to know your opinion real quick. What do you think of the Night Monkey suit? Because I don't like it.
I think it's cool. I feel like it should have like a shield logo on like that little, because it has like a circle on it, but it's like empty. I feel like it should have like a spider or like the shield logo, and I think it looked cool.
Maybe.
I think it looks cool, but I hate the name Night Monkey. I think that's
Yeah.
dumb.
Yeah, I just want to know your opinion real quick because I
Dude,
honestly don't like that suit.
imagine if they said Nightcrawler, then like so many people would have been mad. Like, dude, like he can't do it.
Yeah, they would have been like, "That's not a Nightcrawler. What the?"
Yeah, but I think it's
Yeah,
cool. I mean, it looks like it reminds me of the noir suit a little bit, but
yeah,
like a spy Spider-Man.
I guess so. But I
Uh,
like the noir more than this one.
yeah, the noir one is badass, but I don't like the what's it called the how
The
it
eyes
lifts.
that they go up and down.
Yeah, like it lifts up. The fingerless gloves. If you're being a spy,
Yeah, I don't like that.
why would you leave your fingerprints everywhere?
Yeah,
Um, but other than that, I think it's okay. It's not
yeah.
my favorite. It's not my favorite suit in the movie, but
I
it's
think it's my least favorite from all the Tom Holland suits. Honestly, sorry
oh
if anyone likes it.
yeah. I guess it's bottom tier for me. I'm between like that and the homemade
Iron.
one and
Oh,
the
okay,
Iron
yeah,
Spider one. Yeah, those are like my three least favorite.
yeah. But
Sorry to
whatever.
anybody that really likes those suits, but I think they're ass.
Yeah, okay. But I think that's pretty much the end of the episode. We
Yeah.
talked about Far From Home, and now we talked
We
about
talked a
what we
lot
think
about
about.
No Way Home.
Yeah, I
It's
mean,
just
if you can
speculation,
tell,
man.
we're just really excited for it.
Yeah,
So
we're gonna have a good time. We're watching it with friends. We're gonna make fun of all the people dressed up. We're gonna throw popcorn at them.
I'm gonna go dressed up.
Oh, I'm gonna throw popcorn at JP. Uh, no, I would never do that. I want to see everybody's cosplays. Um, I think it's gonna be awesome. I think it's gonna be like even bigger than Infinity War. You know what I mean? Like Infinity War, everyone was like clapping and like they
Yeah,
would never shut the hell up. I feel like this is gonna be bigger than that. Well, actually,
yeah,
no, I don't want to say that, but it's like good, you know, for Spider-Man fans. I'm very excited. I'm really excited.
yeah. Definitely so excited. But anyway, guys, that's the end of the episode. Sorry if it was a little long, but we had a lot to talk about.
Yeah, we just like Spider-Man.
Yeah, and you be ready for this upcoming week
Yeah,
and this next episode
yeah.
for No Way Home. This is gonna be a great one. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Thank you guys for the support. We
Mhm.
really appreciate it. We're almost at 1,000 listens on YouTube and our downloads for Spotify and Apple. So thank you guys so much for the support. We really
Yep.
appreciate it. Go follow our links. You know where to follow us. Stay to the credits and everything.
Mhm.
Uh, thank you guys for the support. We see you guys like next time.
Thank you, everybody. Have a good weekend, or I guess when this episode comes out, it's Monday. So have a good rest of the week. And if you're watching No Way Home, hope you
Let us
liked it.
know.
Yeah. And if you didn't like it, yeah. So bye. Thank you for listening.